Have a good day, Cole Nation. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Culture Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories, and I'm joined with Jack, Bo, Gianna, and all right. So I'm just going to open it up to you guys. Are there any conspiracy theories that you guys believe in, right off the bat?
Kanye is a clone.
Okay, valid, I guess. Bo,
That's a hard one.
come on, man. It's quick. Off the top of your head.
Flat Earth.
Okay. You?
Probably the Denver airport one.
Okay. Let's go with the flat Earth real quick.
Wait, you actually believe that there's
I'm a big.
Yeah,
I'm a big. No, but I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. I think the fact that I think it's less the fact that I believe it, and more of like the fact that people believe it is just so insane that it's just
That they like defend it so wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you gotta learn about it.
My
Like-
science teacher in the 8th grade was a flat earther. Yeah, and she yelled at me. She was like, "Well, there's this
Science
class, so
teacher
it
is
doesn't matter."
crazy.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, "No, it's not flat." And she sent me out of class. I got in trouble.
My favorite
So-
thing
Being a
is when
globe
they.
head.
Yeah, for being a round earther.
My favorite thing is when they like do experiments and then they like prove themselves wrong, and then it's like they're like,
Have you
Well-
seen,
Oh,
have you seen
yeah.
those guys and they like do the light thing and
Through
then
the
it's just
hole.
so-
he's like,
And they're like,
He's like, if it's flat, we should see it at
Yeah.
17 feet.
yeah.
Yeah, that one was them. They were trying to prove that the Earth didn't have a curve, so they set up like a piece of wood with a hole in it, and then another piece of wood like however far down the road with another hole in it, and they shined a flashlight through it, and they looked through the hole to see if they could see it, and they were like over walkie-talkies. They're like, "Yeah, I'm not seeing the light. Are you sure? You sure it's on?
He asked me, he's like, could you bring the light up a little
Bring it on
bit?
just a little bit."
up a little bit.
Let's try it the other way, maybe.
Okay, in the same vein of flat Earth, what about the hollow Earth? And there's like dinosaurs in there or something.
I don't know much about that.
That's like
Yeah,
that
I've
Ice
heard
Age
of
movie.
Yes, like the Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
I remember that.
Yeah, no.
No believers for that.
Explain it.
No takers. Some people think that the Earth is hollow, and that if we dug down far enough, we'd probably discover some ancient civilization.
Oh, like a
or
Gartha?
Dinosaurs. What?
Like a Gartha? You ever hear that?
They should
Let's
start
take it away, Bo. What is that?
A Gartha is like I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a Gartha is the idea like that giants roamed the earth.
Oh,
and
okay.
and I think this does play into Hollow Earth.
Why is it called Gartha?
A Gartha.
Yeah,
A
why?
Gartha.
Why?
Because that's what it's like
a
Pangea.
Gartha.
Oh.
It's like a different Pangea. So this is like before Pangea, giants were walking around, the earth was hollow, and there was a bunch of these little creatures. And that's the idea.
That
Yeah.
giants were ruined.
Thank you,
And
Bo.
that all goes back to like humans like existing off of frequencies or whatever. So like the further down these rabbit holes you go down, it's like,
It's
Beats.
these-
you know what I'm talking
Beats
about?
me, man.
All right, dude. You know how like people are like, oh yeah, if you play like a flute at a certain frequency, it could actually like have healing properties to your body.
Yes. I
Most
heard
of these theories, like the further down these rabbit holes you go, it just ends up there every time.
Damn.
They all go back to frequencies.
All
Darn
right.
tootin'.
Next, what about the fake moon landing?
I've heard that one before.
that. Yeah.
I've heard that.
Well,
Do you
and
believe it?
I don't believe it, but I feel like
Maybe a little bit,
it's
because
plausible.
Yeah.
you
Like,
think
I don't
about
I'm not like, oh, the moon landing was fake. Like, I think, like, it's possible.
yeah.
And
not
they
gonna
have
defend
good
it, though?
evidence, but it's like,
I don't think they have good
I
evidence.
feel like it could be fake, because
I don't know, man.
I
You
don't
see
think
that
there's
flag?
wind out in space. If you remember, like the clip, the flag is waving,
But they got,
so
but they have that like thing like the, like what is it? Cables like holding it up and stuff.
Yeah, because you know about space.
I researched the moon landing. My people think it's fake.
It's fake, dude. Stanley Kubrick directed it on a soundstage for the CIA.
People do
Get
think
real.
Stanley Kubrick or
well, and it's just
in the
like,
Minions movie they ran through the set, so it's probably
well, and
fake.
just politically it makes sense. Like, we wanted to land on the moon so bad. Like, we want to be the first ones. We want to be before China. And so they're like,
Russia.
screw it. Or Russia, yeah. So they're like, let's just fake it.
Or we did it.
Or they redid it. Yeah.
Russia were technically the first people in space.
Yeah, so
What was
we
the
wanted to
dog
be the,
that
we
they
wanted to
shot
be the
off
first
in
ones
this
on the
movie?
moon. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they can have
okay.
space. We got to get them.
Yo, what was the dog they shot off into space?
Wasn't
Forgot his name.
I actually know its name. It's Laika. I remember when I was asked the question again. Okay. Next. Okay. So no. Anything else to say about the fake moon landing?
No.
Probably true.
Probably true.
There was a rock with a C on it. You ever see that? The
I did see that
the
actually.
rock
Yeah.
on the moon landing with like a C on it, like they were marking props.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever.
Well, why would they just like leave that out?
It's a mistake.
And then
bud.
it's like, you think everybody at NASA for like over 50 years has lied
Yes.
about it, and they've all like why? You don't think
Remember
one
when
person has
Buzz
come
Aldrin
forward
punched
and,
that guy in the face?
Well,
like,
and I
actual
think-
evidence?
Why?
It's just like it's all like speculation,
I mean, they get paid good.
but
Yeah,
not all
honestly,
of them.
if
Yeah,
I got
you're
paid $1
right.
million to not tell everybody that the moon landing was
You
fake,
think everybody at NASA, everybody that works at NASA since the moon landing has
I
gotten
think-
paid $1 million to not say that the
well,
moon
not
landing
like
was fake?
just $1 million, but it's like everyone on the project. Maybe they faked it for some of the people at NASA too.
You guys are thinking of it in too cookie cutter terms.
Enlighten us, Bo.
Because if they were,
Inform us.
because you guys are still thinking of these, they're like they're people. They're reptiles, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's switch to that. Reptiles in the U.S. government, or in like Hollywood.
I've seen people like you know those stupid videos.
I've seen people.
I've seen. Shut up. I've seen like those videos of like celebrities or like political leaders. They like blink and it's like
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
It,
Justin
like goes
Bieber?
like
yes, it's all
vertical.
yeah. That is what I was talking about.
Or
Justin Bieber.
Justin
He's a
Bieber.
reptile.
I was about to hit up Miley Cyrus. Seen that?
I think Doja Cat wants to be a reptile.
She really wants to be a reptile.
That I think she's like just not making the cut. I think they're like no, like you don't get to be a reptile. She's pissed.
She's mad about it.
She's so mad.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I like Agora Hills. It's a good
That
song.
go-
Dude, that song is so good.
That goes like that one lady on
Yeah,
the
she got
plane.
mad and made Agora Hills. So honestly, who's winning?
What lady on the plane?
The one she's like,
He is not real.
she,
Yes,
she
did think
was
he was a
tweaking.
reptile, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So confirmed.
So confirmed. So true.
So the lady said, so yeah, it's true.
Bo, anything else to add? Because you brought that up.
I think that so the whole reptile thing, it all comes back from stuff similar to Agartha, where like there were lizard people running around the
Agartha.
world, and that they burrowed into Hollow Earth, and then I think that for some reason everything goes back to World War II in these conspiracies. So I think that the idea is that they came out during World War II, and then they were like. No, but like I'm saying that they came up during World War II and then they became like the powers or whatever. And now like Obama is a lizard. You know what I mean? Like
Obama. Okay, next. Let's talk about some deaths that people dispute. So, pick one out of these. JFK, Princess Diana, Paul McCartney. First three. JFK.
Yeah.
Bo wants to talk about JFK. All right, who was he killed by, Bo? Quick pop quiz.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Maybe.
Maybe, or the CIA.
What is, it was the CIA.
It was
That's
the
like
CIA.
Because they came out and said it. They came out and said that they knew.
They admitted
that
it.
was like a fact, yeah. They came out and they literally said that it was a conspiracy.
And
But
that-
they didn't admit exactly what it was. They were like, it's a little fishy.
No, they admitted that they planned it though because I forgot. I forgot. I don't know. I forgot where I heard it, but
I
my dad
believe
was
it.
telling me about it, where somebody came out and said something about it and how
It
it
was
was
probably
planned.
just some dude that was like, I worked for the CIA in the 60s and we for sure assassinated
Oh, yeah,
Kennedy.
we killed.
But there was like trials and they like said that it was a conspiracy. They didn't say it was the CIA.
Like trials, like court trials?
Court trials.
What? Okay. Let's switch to Paul McCartney. So, people think that he died and he was replaced by this guy named Billy Shears, and that's the guy who lives now.
Yeah.
And they look different or whatever. I don't think they look that different, honestly.
I fully believe in people dying and then like the government or whoever like replacing them.
Like, why
with-
though?
Like Avril Lavigne, she looks different.
She
Kanye
has
West.
Lyme disease.
She looks different. I don't know. I think it's a thing. I just think it's a thing.
Well-
I think it's real.
The interesting thing with the Paul McCartney is like this happened and like people started theorizing about that in the 60s, and it was like a college thing. Like it was on college radio, and so they were like everyone was just like probably drinking all the time and doing drugs, and they were just looking at these album covers and they started putting together all these pieces
Yeah.
like, On Sergeant Pepper's.
The badge, bro.
There's yeah.
The badge on Sergeant Pepper's, or his shoes being off in
Abbey Road.
when they're walking across the road.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure, whatever you want to say.
No, yeah, he died in a car crash for sure.
Definitely. And they replaced him.
But he's
Okay.
cool still.
Yeah,
He's a cool guy.
He was
Yeah.
on that Kanye song.
Yeah,
4 or
With
5
Rihanna?
seconds with Rihanna. Yes,
Yep.
with
exactly.
Gianna, yep, I know it well.
We should just talk about that for the rest of the time. Anyway, people think Tupac, Michael Jackson, and Elvis are like still alive, not replaced, but like still alive somewhere.
Cuba.
I think they're in Egypt or Cuba.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cuba.
I swore it was Egypt.
It's Cuba.
No,
Where are
I
the
saw something about
pyramids?
Egypt.
Egypt.
It was like
Yeah,
Elvis in
yeah,
Egypt.
no, Tupac is
something weird like
Tupac is in Cuba. Michael Jackson's in Egypt, I think.
Why is
It's-
Michael Jackson in Egypt?
That's just
I thought it
what
was
they
Elvis
say.
in Egypt.
What's
I've heard it around the bush, bro.
the grapevine? That's what you about to say.
I've heard it through the grapevine.
A little birdie told me.
A little birdie told me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, Michael Jackson's dead.
Wait, what did you say?
He's dead. Michael Jackson's for sure dead.
Okay. How do you know?
Because I saw him. No, I'm kidding.
You saw him?
No, I don't know, man. I just feel like it happened very out of the blue, and it's one of those things where like it should have been covered up, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? I feel like there's videos or there's like pictures of him in the hospital. I think his doctor or whatever. The more I think about it, I'm changing my stance. He's alive.
You're
Switch
convincing me.
up.
What the
Yeah.
heck? I was like,
No, his doctor murdered him, and that's a bit fishy. Like, why did that
Oh,
doctor
yeah,
give him
okay.
so much drugs?
I've heard that. I think the story about Elvis like dying on the toilet is like, why would you? Maybe
Why
that's a
would you lie
cover up.
about
Like
that?
it's a good cover up actually.
His
He's
last
like,
words were, "I'm
oh,
going
it's
to
so
the toilet
embarrassing.
to
Like, why would I
read."
ever make that up?
That's true.
Or
Made it up.
all right. Well, thank you guys for talking about conspiracy theories today. That is all we have time for on the Culture Podcast. Goodbye.
Have a good day, Cole Nation. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.